tries, and maybe other guys, I'll never compromise. And now I realize there may be other guys, I'll never compromise. I've tried 1,000 tries, and now I realize I've tried 1,000 tries, and there may be other guys, I'll never compromise. And now I realize there may be other guys, I'll never compromise.
Mic check, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, we'll do the best we can.
Got this. It's gonna be a fun one. Well, it's always fun on NBHD, especially on TGND.
And now I realize there may be other guys, I'll never compromise. I've tried 1,000 tries, and now I realize.
Real ass! What's up, buddy?
Guys, I'll never compromise. And now I realize there may be other guys, there may be other guys,
whoa.
There may be other guys.
Brian Richards, New Jersey.
There may be other guys, there may be other guys.
Got a good crew here today, DJ Pat. How's my sound? Good? All right, happy Monday, everybody. Hello to our Monday viewers for today's show. Where are we now? Episode 4 of Season 2, The Guys Next Door. And we got a good guest today, DJ Pat. Well, good guests. There's 4 of them, so it'll be great. So watch out. We got a lot of good topics and a lot of, as always, spicy questions. How are you doing? I can't hear you. Your mic is off. Sorry. All right. While DJ Pat is fixing his mic, we don't have Gus today. He said he can't go to today's show because of work. I know work gets in the way of Twitch, but DJ Pat's also working, but he can go, right, DJ Pat?
All right, can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Apologies to the audience. I am currently not in the studio. My high school soccer team has practice, so I just went out the door. My headphones are having an issue, and so I had to step in the car and try to take the call here. So forgive me, but I'm doing pretty well. I'm sure you are too. After last night's spectacular result for Philadelphia, the city of Philadelphia. Congratulations to you all. That was a very lopsided game, very anticlimactic, but you took home the crown.
Well, first of all, thank you for your dedication. Not compared to Gus, if he's listening right now, look at DJ Pat is working, but he can make it. But yes, how about my goddamn birds? Go Birds! Yeah. So I can't even say it's a game. It's like an ass whooping. We call it belt to ass, right? So, god damn it, we demolished what they call the dynasty, right? So it's a revenge game for us. Everybody knows that. It's really sweet to get back and stop the three-peat. I hate Mahomes, not the KC in general, but Mahomes. I don't know. I don't fucking like him. The only probably reason why I'm probably gonna rooting for them is when I have Travis Kelce on my fantasy team. But other than that, that's it, right? And I root when Grace is rooting for them when Taylor's the Tay is on the games. But they got their ass whooped, man. How about that defense?
Hey, man, it's a game of the trenches, right? the better defensive line and the better offensive line for the night. They proved that that type of roster will be able to destroy a dynasty. I mean, you guys' roster was built to beat this team. I think it's a game of quality, and this year the quality of the Chiefs wasn't there. They're gonna rely on their experience and their quarterback, but it did not happen this year. You had the weapons to do so. You had the biggest decoy in the world, which
Yeah.
is Saquon Barkley, and you were able to execute in the passing game. The long game was all yours. Just they had no answer. So, mad respect to Patrick Mahomes. He he's great, but they
Yeah.
just didn't have it that last night.
So before we talk more about my Eagles, I want to see if our guest co-host today is a football fan. He probably hates KC also. I'm gonna put him on the stage. He's a surprised.
Oh,
Well, yeah, I
I'm
don't think
excited.
anybody know except me. It's a surprise co-host. We always do this. We feature them every other week, but this is special because I think our guest knows this guy, and I think it's gonna be fun to include him, especially Gus is out. Okay, I'm gonna put him on the stage here. Our mystery guest. There he
Oh my
is.
word!
Let's go, Andrew.
What is up? And let me just say right now, my husband's from Kansas City, so
Oh my God.
Oh,
but that's okay. I'll let it slide. We're neither of us are huge football fans at all. So
All right, that's good. That's good. Well, guys, before Andrew guested on the show, I would say episode 4, might be
yeah,
4, yeah, something like that. So he knows the drill, and we've been asking him to come back to the show, and this is a perfect time to co-host. And the guests are in the green room right now in the backstage, and they know who it is. Andrew, it's gonna be fun. How are you doing?
I'm well, man. How are you? How are you? It's been a while. So happy New Year for starters.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes! Happy New Year.
Doing well. We've moved. We're no longer in the Pismo Beach area. We're down
Ah,
further south in Oxnard, California. It doesn't sound nearly as exciting, but it's a hell of a lot closer to pretty much everything else. So we're good with that.
Congratulations on the move, and it's great to have you back. We're excited. You brought a lot of topics the last time you were with us. Obviously, the radio experience came into play, and we love to have you. We are
Glad to
gonna
be here.
struggle for the next few months here with our co-host, so we're gonna grab anyone from the OGs who came on can help us in the first season.
I'm
And
here
yeah,
anytime
thanks
you
for being
guys
here.
need me. Anytime you need me.
I
Yeah,
think it
yeah.
can't be any perfect than this, right? Because I know, like I heard the guest very
Yeah.
well,
Yes.
and when did I tell you about a few days ago?
Yeah.
You probably prepared a few like spicy questions, right?
We'll see. We'll see what we can do to get some information out of them.
And that would be great, and for you to be you're always been one of the guys next door, so happy for this to have you. But how's everything going on outside of how's the Twitch world for you?
It's been going well. I've got no complaints. It's been a great start to the new year, and doing some great shows throughout the course of the week, and just things are slowly growing and building, just as we'd sort of hoped on. So we're good with that.
Nice. Did you not, I know you're not a football fan, did you at least enjoy the halftime show?
Halftime show was good. In all fairness, I thought some of the commercials were great this year, so that's usually what I'm looking for.
Guys,
Yeah, yeah.
I
We're
know,
gonna talk more about the halftime show
yeah, I know
in an
that's
hour. So
yeah,
Definitely.
stay tuned for
I
that.
think that's a big topic today. But like Andrew, you know the drill. So we're gonna kick off the guys next door. So welcome everybody to the guys next door with Andrew. We dance as one. The guys next door with the talk is cheap and the laughs are prices. So let's hit it up on our first segment, the neighborhood watch. So I'm gonna show NBC Raid Train this week, right? So we're just gonna go to. There's a bunch of new DJs. I'm not sure, Andrew, if you know a few of these DJs. So that are coming into NBHD. We try to feature a lot of newcomers so that we can expand the community, at the same time help them grow. That's always been the goal of NBHD, right?
Yeah.
We're not for the big streamers. We're for everybody who just starting. We just it just really uh fortunate for us, that we have support from the big streamers, but NBHD is really for everybody who's just starting, so that we can help push for them and let them grow. And I'm very happy and very fortunate that we have done that all throughout the years. So I'm gonna put the flyer, and you can tell me, Andrew, if you never in. It's a, of course, Super Bowl, so it's a Super Bowl flyer. Uh, we got probably one. There's five first timers here, right? Fiction one who kicked it off. He's from the Funky Nikki E Town Junglist.
Just lost your audio.
How about now?
There we go.
Yeah, yeah. So sorry. Like I said, 9 o'clock. Fiction one. From the Funky Nikki E Town Junglist group. Played a little bit of dubstep. Like I said, I know we started house to house, but we kind of open format right now. You can play anything. Andrew, I'm still waiting for your yacht. What was that? The
You want to do a yacht rock set on
yacht
NBHD?
yacht rock set on NBHD. Next time you're on, I will love that. Okay.
Okay, remind me about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh, no, it'll be great. We got one of the top, always been the mainstay on the early shows, and then newcomer Funk Heavy G and Woogs Down. They're also from the Canadian side, the Funky Nikki E Town Junglist group. They brought in the bangers too. Good job for them, and of course Shannon Rock's music.
Shannon Rocks, that's Shannon Rocks is amazing.
Yeah, yeah, he's a staple of NBHD. She hasn't streamed in a while, and NBHD, so glad to have her. Then we also have two new NBHD comers to DJ Lepcats and DJ Techno. They are on the younger group from the High Vibes fam. They were great. They killed it. Great energy. And then we went to Ilog, who was the guest from last week, brought the bangers too, and then ended up Chicago with Virgil Maxino. I'm gonna say though, Andrew, it was hot the whole week. The whole Sunday.
Yeah.
It's been great. From the past, I would say the from the start of the year, NBHD's been hitting a lot of good numbers. So I think people are looking at every Sunday on NBHD, see who's playing in. Very happy with that.
You've got some really great longevity on this. Because it's been what, how many years have we been at
Three.
this now?
3 years.
Yeah, and I know I came in fairly near the beginning. So
Yep.
it's been really neat. I'm always glad when I get a chance to go in and come in on a Sunday and play. But it's always great to see the flyers when they come out every week and see a lot of like you said, it's nice to see some new blood in there. But it's always nice to see a couple of the OGs. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, of course, the OGs. You're one of the OGs. And there's a lot of OGs that I'm trying to get into. We are 300 deep now on Discord. All of them played already. And like I always said, we have non-affiliate affiliate partners played on NBHD, so it's awesome. So it's really nice to mix it in, and the vibe, Andrew. I'm happy where we are right now on NBHD.
Well, man, you've done a great job running it for the past 3 years. I mean, as someone who also runs a train, I know it can be a pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah, you run a train. Yep.
TYC, it's still going for some reason. But you've been doing this, dude. You're still doing it all by hand. So I've got to give you credit there because you guys haven't moved over to like a Raid Pal or a Red Labs yet. So credit where credit is due.
So we know October, right? Who created Raid Pal? He came to me once. I think the reason why I still don't do Raid Pal and Red Labs is just because I know we got used to it. One, it's like me and Boy D is like, clockwork now. But I feel like I still don't have control. I always want the position, let's say, a big streamer and a small streamer together, so that I can create that vibe, or I can help them, right? I don't want to oversaturate, because sometimes I feel like if I open it up and you have the link, people can just jump on it. So I want to make sure a lot of people have their opportunity to get to that. I know you can lock it now, but I haven't really explored. But on somebody who's managing a train, there's still some things that I'm still looking. So I'm not sure if there's the
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
yeah.
You know that
We still use
plain and
spreadsheets.
simple, man. See, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You're still at it 3 years later, so keep on keeping on.
One thing's not going to change about the flyers. It's always be not the same. We have not repeated a flyer.
You do some of the best flyers. Honestly, my artistic skills ended after those fat crayons in kindergarten school. In kindergarten, so I have like zero style and design sense. You do great flyers, so
Yeah, running out of ideas sometimes too. But that's the NBHD this Sunday. But well, that's it. Well, enough of that. Let me introduce the guest for this week. I'm gonna before I put them on the stage, ladies and gentlemen, these are a bunch of groove seekers. We love shining a spotlight from fresh talent. And this crew, this way I see it's bringing the heat. They have different styles, a brand new group on Twitch, but don't let that fool you. I think these cats are here to build the vibe and the scene by storm on Twitch, and now coming into NBHD and TGND. I love it. So I want them to tell the story. They're all about community connection. When I say community, like they're so close, like they live next door to each other. They have straight up good energy. They're making waves by a lot of different support, right? I know, there's a big support of the LGBTQ family also. They started the Twitch journey a little later than most, but trust me, they're making it up for the loss of time. I think it's great, and Android, as you can tell. And speaking of repping the NBHD, I think they hear something bigger than just music. So let's give it up. Put them on the stage. We bring you the HousCats. So the HousCats, Dr. DJ Snappy, Jer Bear. Yeah! Wolf is bringing the jersey. There we go. And then Bones. How are you guys? And like I said, it's a guest surprise. You like it?
Yeah. Everyone knows we absolutely love and adore Andrew. He's such a blessing, a wealth of knowledge. And I was wondering if we could do something real quick. If Andrew can just do a traditional, we dance as one. Cheers. Let's do a cheers.
Oh, I've got my vodka. What you get?
That's great.
Hang on.
Look at what we got, Andrew.
All right, cheers, cheers.
We'll do this properly. Hang on. Let me pour a drink. We're gonna pour a drink, we're gonna pour a damn drink.
The party started already, guys. The party started already.
Like I didn't do these during the show earlier today anyway.
Andrew, we love you.
I love you too, man. Hey, to my friends, I wish you life, love, and happiness. The music you want between your ears and the family and friends you want to be with. Cheers, my friends.
Cheers, my friends.
This is awesome. So this is good. Starting with the drink. How about that? Right. So always great to do that on NBH on TGND. So guys, thank you for joining us. And I know it's been a back and forth of hey, what time? And I actually messed up the dates too. So sorry about it. At least we made it work. And I think it's gonna be fun. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves first, so the audience, so they know who you are. If they haven't seen you on Twitch, just go around the table and get yourself introduced.
Ladies first.
Oh, the only lady. I am Dr. Snappy, also known as Sue, and
yeah,
I'm the only female in the group, and I like it
So far,
but I like it.
And I'm Jeremy.
and I will be Wolfenden, 1980, Jonathan.
Okay.
And DJ Bones 69 and John.
They're saying their government names here. That's awesome. People are trying
Hey,
to.
We're all family.
friends here.
We're all
Yeah,
Yes,
family.
and how did you guys know Andrew? Just you know,
in a corner
Curious.
alley over by the. We
Now,
ran
now.
into him by the. Should I tell them? Andrew?
It wasn't a corner alley. It was a cul-de-sac. Get it right.
let's make it up. So we just started out on Twitch.
Right.
We would go live under the handle DTHEE HousCats, and because the Dr. Snappy and Bones did not have a studio yet or any equipment to properly do the Twitch, so we would do it upstairs in the studio under the HousCats. So then we raided into DJ Brian Richards one day. We found him in the alley. So, and then the rest is history. That's how we met Andrew. We met Andrew through the Sassy Squad, which is an amazing, amazing Saturday experience.
What's the Sassy Squad? I didn't know about that group.
It's a group that includes myself and Brian Richards and producer Paul and Little Ricky Boo Boo and White Chicks and Chardonnay. We do a thing every Saturday starting around 10 or 11 around noon or so Eastern and going till like 1 or 2 in the morning, usually every Saturday. Yeah. I'm in there in the evening drinking a lot more.
Okay, that's great. And I know Brian Richards also started. He did a lot of NBHD too. The time that I think Andrew you were on, so it's great, to get all of this DJ. So you guys are up newcomers, right? How did you learn about Twitch? Just tell us that story. Did you say, "Oh fuck, what is this Twitch like us?" in NBHD?
My Twitch account turned 10 years, 3 months, and some odd days. So I've been in the gaming realm for quite some time, even since the very early days of Twitch. So I've been around many blocks.
Okay. And then do you DJ before or just?
Yeah, I first touched DJ equipment in, I would say, 1996.
Okay.
I'm telling my age now.
Yeah.
But Twitch was a platform in the beginning. Like, it's been mostly gaming for a while. I used to use it for cooking streams, which are also amazing. And then
wait. What have you cooked? I want to know.
No, I would hang out in cooking.
So you didn't actually
learn.
I should do a cooking stream, Andrew. You know that. I love to go.
You cook every Sunday, dude. So I'm telling you, you need to work on your cooking stream. Would you do? Okay, well, we'll get to my questions later. You guys go ahead and finish the story first.
Go ahead.
So it was the first time when we all decided to do it as the HousCats that we actually decided, hey, we used to hang out in this very living room every single day, teaching and going over how, what DJing's about. Just DJing. Twitch is like this much DJing, and community development is like this. So it's multifaceted that way. But the art and the craft of DJing, we just hung out in this very living room right here, and it's just been crazy. You can't teach an ear. There's some things you cannot teach, right, as far as DJing go, and they all had it.
That's great. So you taught all three of them to DJ?
Yes.
How's that like? So any fighting involved, any cursing?
A lot of alcohol.
And we live next door, right? And we live directly next door to them.
Oh, that's why you said you are literally the guys next door, right?
They are the guys next door.
We have to Uber sometimes home.
Yeah.
That's how drunk you are after that. You can even walk. Well, that's awesome, right? Because like NBHD, we all know each other and start forming this, right? And it's amazing, what you guys can do together as a group compared to I mean, I don't know, Andrew, how did you start on Twitch? I mean, outside of you doing on the radio.
Well, I had my own internet radio station going for a good 20 years, and I used to do a live weekend mix show on that on Saturdays. And at one point, I had a friend of mine back east she used to hang out with me in the DJ booth back east when I did in real life in club gigs and such. And she always wanted to say, she's always like, I wish I could hang out with you in the DJ booth again. I said, why don't we figure out what sort of video platform I could find? We did Facebook video for a while, and that didn't necessarily work. And then just by chance found Twitch. And I was just doing it with one camera and with absolutely no knowledge of anything else that comes along with it in the way of subs and bits and being able to do all these extra graphics and everything. It was literally just one camera and me and a very dark lighting, and you couldn't see a damn thing. And I did that for easily a good year until somebody else on Twitch finally rated me, and I got to learn a few things. And once you go down that rabbit hole, am I right, kids?
Yeah.
It's like an addiction, right? So you Snappy and Jerry Bear, how does it feel like, your first like stream? Well, what was that about? I'll ask you first, Jerry Bear. Well, your first ever stream live. So tell us.
Well, I mean, I think the first stream was under the HousCats handle, but it was still like really nerve-wracking. I think it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, or I chose something really late.
Okay.
Like let's just, and I think it was maybe like 30 minutes. I did a 30-minute set or something. But it was nerve-wracking because you get so comfortable playing just around friends without like an audience, just like in our living room. But now it was like, okay, like I have to get this perfect.
Yes.
And then, I mean, here we are a year later, and I'm like, the BPM was off.
Just wing it.
Next track,
just wing it.
Beer. Like, I mean, it was so cool though. But that was like my first stream I ever did.
Dr. Snap, it looks like she's always having fun when it's playing. Like she's dancing, drinking that mug of beer.
Water.
So how is it? Yeah, how do you tackle? Yeah, I heard you're a teacher. So what's the difference between being in front of students and being in front of the world online?
I feel that I bring my Gemini out. So it's like I'm one person when I'm the professor and the student. And then when I get on Twitch, it's like I could be whatever I want. And I'm there to have fun. And I'm like, let's just have a blast and let's dance. And
do any of your students know about this?
Oh my God, they're on. Some of them are already on. Former students that graduate, they're all like on already. So they all know about it, and they think it's the greatest thing,
Extra credit.
But it was when we first started, and we had to put music together for an hour, and we're like, oh my God, how are we gonna do an hour?
So long.
It was so long, and now it goes by like this, and then I go back to those folders. I'm like, oh, what was I thinking? A year later, like you start, you sit there and you're like, ooh, and like Jeremy says, now it's like you make them, and you're like, I get on the mic, I'm like, that was just a hot mess. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Or do you same song twice?
Do you overthink sometimes? Like, shoot, one of my students might be watching, and I can't say this, I can't do this. I think that's hard. Like, you see, how do you do that?
Well, they're college students, so they're older.
Oh yeah, fuck that. I said college.
And then it's like sometimes I'm like, all right, let me change this word. It says so. I went to like the exclamation point sassy right from slut because I'm like, oh, I don't want them doing that. But then you get all the guys and they're all talking about all kinds of crazy sexual things. His mom will come in and I'm like, oh my God, does she even know like what is even being said? So. It's all good. I mean, they don't care. They're,
So you talk about Bones. Is there any like scenario when Snappy is DJing and your mom comes in and then is she partying with you, or does she know that you guys are doing this on Twitch?
Oh yeah. Yes, we set her up, made her a handle on Twitch. So
there you go.
Yeah, so she's in it. Yeah.
You know what? The in-laws are always the one that gives the big beaties. Like this, like not yours.
Well, her dad won't allow that, but yeah, no. And I always say, hey, let's say hi to Bones' mom, Junebug, just so to kind of make sure it stays a little calm for a little bit, and then that goes out the window. So
she don't care.
She don't care.
So speaking of dual personality, Bones, you're a bit quiet there in the back. Do you also have that between the Twitch world and your real life?
No, I hate talking. I hate talking in front of people. I hate being in front of people. When we first started, all I wanted to do was just play music, and John's like, "You gotta talk. You gotta talk." I'm like, "No, I don't want to talk." So I'm even during my stream, it's like, "All right, you've been quiet too long. You got to say something." So I'm constantly reminding myself, "You gotta talk. You gotta talk."
You're not the invisible guy, aren't you? Right?
No.
No.
Well,
No.
hold on.
No, that's a
He's-
friend down the street.
He's semi-opaque.
Oh well, yeah. Yeah.
I started out the original invisible guy, then.
Okay. Just want to ask because I always that guy. Like, what the heck's that guy? You know? And
Yeah.
I wish I was invisible when I'm dancing on Grace's stream, but
Green suit, baby.
yeah. Yeah. And it's when you said about dual personality, just struck me. Right, Grace the same thing. Yeah, she doesn't speak. She's chatty, not really chatty, but when you see her in person, I'm also very shy. If you guys know too, right? I'm not. But for me, I you see what I get. What what you see is what you get. And doing that. Where's my beer? I wish I could be drinking right now. I see you guys drinking. I can't drink.
We'll drink for you.
Yeah. So
Mr. Coops, it's from
yes.
the hangover from last night, to be
Hair of the
honest
dog.
with you. Yes. Eagles won, so we
drank a lot yesterday.
There's only one way out of that the next morning.
Yeah.
You know what? I did not drink a single alcohol last night, which is weird for a Super Bowl. Which is I mean, you probably saw the chaos going on Broad Street, downtown Philadelphia. I wish I was there though. It's crazy. We're gonna show that later. You guys started later on Twitch, which can be tough, and we know that, right? What are some of the biggest challenges that you guys are facing early on? Because there's a lot who started during the pandemic, and then just at the end of the pandemic, which we did, and then now people are going back IRL. What's the biggest challenge you faced when you guys are starting as a group and as individuals outside of the HousCats?
Oh God, I guess I'm the speaker.
No, I mean.
Well, no, I think that getting people to want to come and see what we're all about, right? And because sometimes you'll see, oh, that person's live. Oh, they only have 2 viewers. Should we even go in there? Maybe giving us that chance. And I think that when we first rated out for the first time, when we went into Brian Richards and the love that we got from Andrew and everyone, we were like, oh my God, we found our people, and then it just kind of grew from there. And I felt like, I'm an interior designer, so it's like word of mouth is your best way to market. And I think and I think that's what's happening now, because now it's like we get people are like, hey, you haven't been on in a while. Are you going on? Or, and I think that's was the struggle, is just getting out there, because sometimes we'll be on and the big guys are on, like you said, and we're like, oh, we're not gonna be able to compete with that, but they've also been extremely supportive with helping, like Apollo and Vonda and Reginald. I mean, all of them have been really, really helpful. And then we met Saturn and and Amex, and it's just like it exploded. And DJ Chris and and Love Grove, he's been DJing forever, and he's like, no, I'll spin with you guys. And we met him at a Pride event.
35 years.
Yeah.
He's been spinning.
Wow.
He started in skating rink,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, as you said, you start off small, and then we're like, we need to expand, and let's get some, we all have different things that we like to do, like different genres we like to play, and I'll dabble on stuff, and I know they do too. Like Tuesday, I'm gonna stream tomorrow night, and I'm gonna do a little bit of bass house.
Oh shit!
You're like bass house? Nice.
You're gonna get Dr. Snappy Bass House. I love it.
So I was like,
and it's good. It really is good.
Well, he'll crack up, because at first we were separate. Like, I know when John and I, because we share the studio, and so he'll find music and he's like, hey, do you like this? And we'll sit and go through, and we'll make separate folders. Mine will be like the funky Jack House, funky house, dance, disco, and he'll be like tech house, real hard stuff. And I'm like, well, I like that. And then I'll put it in there and he'll be like coming into the studio, I'll be streaming. He's like, that's my logo. He's like, you're in my stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but I really like this. And then it's just, now we played like, there's no separation anymore.
There's so much overlap. We always.
Yeah.
That's
And Jeremy and I always been the dancers. So.
Wolf.
Do the snappy.
Yeah, Wolf. Look what you've created. Aren't you proud, Wolf? Just questions for you. Aren't you proud now that I know you guys have been doing it on one banner now. You see everybody now doing their own thing. What's that feel? Yeah,
Mr. Coops, it warms my heart and it fills me and my soul to the brim. It means a lot, especially when they're having so much fun. You can see it in their eye, right?
Right.
I mean, you can feel it if you're even in the room with them. No, it's just a catalyst to be honest. Life's a journey, and then it just so happens that we told Jer Bear and I told our realtor we need to move next to potential DJs and build a house randomly next to people that come together. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
It warms my heart.
Yeah, and it's I know you when you're first starting that the struggle is real. Like you get 5 viewers, but I feel like I'm going back to the original NBHD days. There's only 5 of us. I think those are the fun one because that's just we're there like Sound Decisions in Michigan. We're in Philly. It's just hanging out every night for 2 hours, chatting. Like oh, you see this thing on TikTok, and then somebody's gonna comment. Gus will be dancing, wearing a wig. It's just hanging out, and then all of a sudden, when you meet people, and I always say I met a lot of the nicest people that I know on Twitch. I think I said it's episode 1. 95% all positive, right? You still have that 5%. Yeah, you can't get rid of those. But I think everybody that I met around the world, right? Not just in the US, is great. I know Andrew's personal number. I can always text him, like, hey, what are you doing? Like,
Hey, you haven't done
okay?
it at 3 a.m. yet, so I'm fine with that.
Yes, but just that, meeting new people, it's great. And to your point, you guys starting this meeting, all of this DJs, mods, whoever, you guys met one of our mods, one of the original NBHD, Achi Glip, right? Actually, Achi. Achi's the one.
Oh my God.
Achi's the one told me about you guys. So check these guys out.
I love you, lady. I say it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
She's awesome.
these are the people who started NBHD, and we just like branch out. Oh, have you seen this? I think Andrew through Grace, right? Grace put a lot of the of the DJs on NBHD. I just do most of the social media, the raid trains, but it's Grace, Sound Decision, Gus. It's awesome to now I know you guys on this show and also on NBHD. So Andrew, I've been talking. Anything you want to ask these guys?
Do I have questions? Oh, hang on a minute.
There we go.
I think I might have some questions here.
Oh, no.
All right. We're going to play a little game we call Point Out the HousCat, because I wasn't able to come up with any signs to give you. So I'll mention something, and then y'all just got to point to whoever it may be amongst the 4 of you.
Guys.
All right. So which HousCat is most likely to forget about a stream they got planned? Like you're in a raid train, but you forgot about it until you were reminded. Really?
Why? Yeah.
Okay, so what do you get that email reminder like an hour and a half ahead of time? You're like, oh shit, what do I do now?
Yes, or she reminds me. She's like, you're going on tomorrow. I'm like, oh crap.
It's on the calendar.
Or I shut up an hour late for my normal show on the week because I've been on vacation, and I get back in there and I'm like, oh, I start at 1. No, I don't.
Okay, so who is the house cat most likely to get drunk during a stream?
That's everybody, I think.
Well, I know it's everybody, but I had a feeling they were all going to point to Jonathan. Yep, I sort of had a hunch on that one. I really, really did. So who is the house cat that can play the longest stream?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Who is the marathon streamer of the bunch? Or have okay? Let's back the question up. What's the longest stream either of you have done?
Well, we could say Amex, and he's in the chat right now
Yes.
because
Yes,
he
by
is
far,
on.
Amex.
Yes.
Amex.
Yes.
Amex definitely is the longest. Well, I don't know. Brian
Richards.
Richards
too.
pulled a fucking banger.
Yeah.
But I'm legitly, I would say Amex out of all of us would be the most
Yeah.
marathon streamer of us right now.
Yeah, he said me.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, it's
you're
definitely
right.
him.
You're right.
which house cat is the most OCD and plans out everything in the show?
Oh my!
I
It's
sort of
awesome.
had a hunch on that one. I figured the teacher would be the one who really plans. Do you like plan out song per song per song per song?
Yeah,
I do for the most part.
He does. He's a little bit more crazy that way. I just go by 8 BPM. So I'm like, I'll set a 124 to be 130. I'm like, all right, we're good. We're in order.
Wow.
So the other boys, you just sort of wing it,
Yeah.
and that's
I
fine.
do. I throw stuff and I'm like, ooh, that didn't sound too good, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Oh, you and me both, sister. Yeah, then you do it. You're like, yep, no, that didn't sound good at all. We won't be doing that one again.
That's when you say this is not pre-recorded, it's live.
Yeah.
Wait. People pre-record on Twitch? I don't
I don't know.
I'm sure.
I'm sure they just hit play. Well, they never made a mistake in that mix.
Yeah, that's another
Which house
topic.
cat? Which house cat has had the worst train wreck on a stream?
It's always
What-
me.
What do you call a train wreck, though? That's very subjective. Sometimes it could be a party. I can throw a
Like-
train wreck a party. Right?
Norfolk, Virginia, or CSX, Amtrak. Yes.
I've had power outages. I think Apollo rated me with 80 people and it just crashed.
Yeah.
No.
It's just all of a sudden, recently we went out and I had no sound. He's just pulling in and I'm screaming, I can't get the sound. And I'm like having complete freak out. He's getting ready to run over to help me because it always happens to me.
It does.
No one
It
else.
always happens.
So- Bones, is that you? That's me on Grace's stream. Like, look at the look. Like,
This is right here.
it's just, and it just like give me that look, and I'm panicking, bad. So what the fuck is going on? I can't do it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I'm standing beside her, going, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah.
Redemptions.
What
and I'm
did you
like-
do?
I turned things off by accident. Redemption. I'm like, my email wall's not working.
And it's always your fault, Bones. Right?
That's right.
Oh,
I
I
agree.
agree.
Yeah, I know that.
Mr. Coops, I even told or Snappy, I was like, look, if the power goes out here during this, you know what's going on. So it follows her. It's always her, and it sucks. It breaks my heart, but yeah, she's always played with those type of things.
Well, you have a backup though. You have a next door
Yeah, come on over.
backup
Let's go.
studio. That just turn that on, just run over, you
Yeah.
jump right back on, right?
Yeah.
That's great. That's very convenient. I would love that. Oh, go ahead, Andrew.
I was trying to. I've got to the end of my list here, so they went by a lot quicker than I was expecting.
It is all fun, right? But we all know that it's not always positive and fun on Twitch, right? So if you guys have encountered any negativity, and how did you handle it? There's always trolls that keep the positive vibe stopping, right? How did you have any story that you can say that negative moments, and how did you handle it?
I mean, I have a couple stories. I mean, bots used to be bad, and then because I always carried the tag LGBTQIA plus, there's always room for those random people that are trying to go in and be troll face or whatever. It used to be way worse than it is now. It's actually never been better. But yeah, there's been times where there's negativity coming in a stream and just bashing, like saying crazy stuff. It's never. Sometimes it's about the music, but rarely it's about the music. It's about tags, and it's just so much hate just because of that. But no, that's real. I mean, and
Ah,
I even being a female, the stuff I see even on female DJ stuff is kind of crazy. But it's tough. Some of it's tough. That's why we have great mods. JP Gemstone Jewelry. Shout out to JP Gemstone, the official jeweler of the HousCats. But he. I'm telling you, it's like some of it is handled by the mods immediately. But you still think about it. You're like, oh my gosh, these people just
yeah.
come into streams just to be troll face. When you're creating a vibe, you spend so much work creating a vibe, and it's shattered.
What's your take on that, also, Andrew? I know you've been playing with longer.
You
I
know,
know
I
you've
mean,
counted a few of those. Yep.
pretty much the same thing. Yeah, the bots suck, but I mean, but that's something we're going to be dealing with till the end of time. But yeah, you will get occasionally that negativity that comes in the room, and obviously, if possible, yeah, you do your best to defuse it quickly. But you know what? Sometimes you can't. I mean, it's a matter of having mods that know what to look for and know how to handle it, like JP does. My mods do as well. And if it comes down to it, if we need to be, we'll be heavy-handed on the block button. Plain and simple. You either come in and you treat everyone equally with respect and care, or you get the hell out of the channel. And that's. I mean, it's. I'm not one of these give you 1, 2, 3 strikes and you're out shit. You fix yourself once, and if you do it again, you're done. That's plain and simple. And yeah, I have used the block button, and I have informed my mods on when they can as well. So I mean, it's all about like I said, have the mods, communicate with your mods, and make sure you're all on the same page.
Yeah. What Wolf said about LGBTQ support and representation. Do you feel Twitch is doing enough to support LGBTQ creators, or there's more need to be done?
I'm going to say yes and no on that. I
Okay.
mean, yeah, I think they are. I think they can do better, but I think right now in this, well, Twitch has so much they need to still figure out anyway in the way of the music royalty rights and everything else, which they really have sort of haven't said much to us all on that since like last fall on what's going on with that. But I mean, for the most part, I think there's a lot of automation that does the modding on that, but I think Twitch could do a lot more to support. But Twitch is Amazon, and Amazon is
Amazon. Yeah.
Amazon is Amazon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is what it is. But like I said, that's the thing about having your mods in there and making sure that they understand that you're all in the same mindset. You know what to watch out for when people are in the room. And we try to get it when we can as streamers ourselves, but thank God we have our mods.
And what can you say about that? Can you add something to that, Wolf and Jerry? I know you guys are big LGBTQ supporters, so in that same light, yeah.
Absolutely. I've been married to Jerry Barrett for 9 years, probably 10.
Congrats.
So,
Yep.
yeah, absolutely. It means a lot. It's a badge of honor. And music knows no gender. Music knows no sexuality, even though it can be sexual at times. It's what it is it's emotion evoking medium, just like any art, just like on the wall, anything. So if you don't treat it as something, and it's also subjective. But I'd be damned if you come in a stream and just hate on something that either you're secretly in the closet about and you really want to have a good time, or if you're really hating on people because of a sexuality thing. When we're here for Twitch, for community. Hey, how's your bad day? And we're also here for music.
Yeah.
Yep.
And again, the community aspect is way more important, or I would say a little more important than even the music you're playing, because the genres, the music will always change, but your community will always be there, and they're there. Hey, how was your Monday? How was your Tuesday?
Yeah.
And what do you think is the common misconception from people about the LGBTQ representation on streaming and even on gaming? What do you think is that common? Yeah.
I mean, I'm just authentically myself every time I stream, and I think that's the beauty of it. I don't feel the need to put posters everywhere on my stream or whatnot, because I'm there for the music. I just happen to be a gay male, gay DJ. So
What can you say about those bashers? Like, I know we got trolls that do that. If they come in, have you guys ever had somebody come in on your stream and just, to your point, Wolf, and you put that LGBTQ tag there and just say something awful to you? I mean,
It's been bad, but I mean, people like Achi, JP, you know, they take care of that. But yeah, I mean, it still gets you down that it happened, and there might be someone in there that like struggling with that because that's not an easy thing because of society, right? The public opinion is still the same, but the political climate is changing, and it's tough. Even when you go to something like Twitch, which is supposed to be like a reprieve from your day, it's music, right?
yeah, it's fun.
But then you come in here and you're like, die of AIDS, or I mean, I trust me, it's been really bad.
Yeah.
yeah. Andrew, it's really unfortunate. Even this day, we still have that, right?
It is, and unfortunately, for a lot of us here in this country right now, especially part of the LGBTQ community, I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot that we're very concerned with, and with the way things are headed right now. So, but it's all about like the HousCats have said, it's all about community and gathering around each other and supporting one another. Especially in what we all love to do, and a lot of that involves the music, which has brought us all together and shown us that we can support one another, and lift everybody up as we move forward on this, and bring more into the fray that need to have a community. We open up and we welcome anyone in this community, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
right. And John and I are very big allies, and we are one of the biggest supporters. We're always we do pride events with them. We do drag shows with them. We are all about that. And I teach at a college that openly welcomes all. There's the diversity, and they're all like, think it's the greatest thing. And they're always asking, I heard about coastal queers. What is that? And I'll be like, oh, you should talk to them here. And I'll send them like the link so they can because these are college kids that maybe are coming out for the first time, So, and I think that, in today's world, it's sad that what's going on, but, we try to do the best we can to be as supportive as we can for them.
Yeah.
And I think educating, because I think a lot of people don't understand because they don't educate.
Yeah, maybe they've never had anyone gay or lesbian or bi or questioning in their family or in their life. And I mean, we run a social community group down here where we live, Coastal Queers. We actually got Mama C 1986 in the chat as
Shout
well.
out Mama C.
Yeah.
Our lesbian friends that had to move, we totally love you and understand. But
we live in the South, like the South.
Yeah.
So yeah, we launched Coastal Queers down here because there was obviously a gap. Coming from a bigger city, moving down here, it was the gay culture, the gay scene, if you will, just was on a much smaller scale, almost non-existent. There's people down here that are afraid to be who they are, and that should never be. So we moved.
That's kind of scary because I live in Northeast, close to New York, and I mean, I got great representation, but I can't imagine, what advocacy or representation looks like there. Is it really, is it really a small group, or it's just obviously you guys want to make it bigger, right? But what does that look? What does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, the area down here, I mean, they just had their first Pride Parade, I think 2019.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's really new still down here.
And look, the HousCats do spin every single Pride event that's going in all the drag shows down here.
Yeah.
Every single time.
We do it all. Yeah, we do it all free. We just
free.
donate our time because we love doing it. It's again takes us back to that passion for music and just the community,
those funky house bangers. I always feel great. There's a
Yeah.
gay club here that I think I'm actually applying her. Like, wait, you can be a resident DJ there at that gay club in Philly because that would be great. Because a lot of good friends are gay, and I would say though they're all the most fun people to hang out with.
Oh God.
Always great. It's always a blast. It's always laughter, and Grace and I love it.
And it's nothing about sexuality though.
Yeah,
It's music, and that cuts all of it.
I mean, we
Yeah.
vacation together. Like
Oh,
we
yeah.
do
We
everything.
love
We
cruising.
Been on
cook
cruising.
together, right?
We
So
have many meals.
I need a good drink package.
We eat
Yeah.
well. we eat well over on this side of the block. But our block parties here in this neighborhood, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
mhm.
That's great. Andrew, you said about policy and rights a while ago. I mean, do you think the current administration is gonna do something positive on the
No.
LGBT
Will they do
rights?
something positive? No. I don't expect it. I'm not one to
They're
ever really.
saying there will be, but what's your take?
I never really ever talk politics unless it's really gotten to the point where what I see going on bothers me, and there's just a lot going on. I at this point, I think I feel very, at least safe for myself and my husband, because of this last election here in California, they now have some of the strictest laws protecting the entire LGBTQIA community. Probably some of the strictest laws in the country right now. So I at least feel somewhat safe for myself and my life out here. I'm scared to death for everyone else in this country right now. I mean, and we're praying for some sort of miracle, but at this point, I think we just do our best to get through the next
How many days?
4 years. And if anyone needs to, come escape to California. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll find you a place.
I hate to go to politics also on TGND, but sometimes I can't help it because why do you bring politics into this streaming, right? But for me, ignoring reality doesn't make it disappear.
Exactly.
That's just
Exactly.
my take.
Thank you.
And also on LGBTQ plus, we're a big supporter because we have a family that's near and dear to us. That's in that. So to your point, I'm afraid to what not myself, but to what will be living to that next generation or to whoever that is, right? 'Cause that's where I'm very, very passionate about it.
It's frightening to watch what's going on, but the thing is just stand strong and just do what we can to get through this. We're going to fight every bit that we have to fight to get where we need to through the end of this. So
Yeah.
Idaho just passed through their Senate. They're going to turn marriage back to the states, and they're the ones that are going to take it to the Supreme Court to have that done. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court, not to get too political, but it's real. Like they leave it to states. Our state will have a trigger laws just like abortion to have Jeremy and I's marriage nullified and not recognized in the state. Like we are going to go search properties here shortly over in San Diego. We're on our way, Andrew.
come up and see me while you're out here.
Yeah.
We are. Do you know we are?
Yeah, but we have to protect our lives, and to be able to keep doing what we're doing to make us happy. We can't be in a state that's going to not recognize us as a married
If he gets
couple.
sick, what if he gets sick? What if I don't have insurance then?
Yeah, I mean there's a lot.
Yeah, it's really scary, and people could say, why are you doing this? Why are you being edgy in your show? I'm not doing this for. It's a podcast. I mean, I'm not doing this for for viewership. I'm just not afraid to say that to say something that you are right. That's for me, and I'm gonna stay like on that. I'm not gonna stay on my lane, and that's how we built the show, is to be open to what everybody's saying, to their the story, and that's how I feel. All right, we kind of tread a little bit there on the politics, but I want to talk about something more like spicy in regards to your group. Going back to the HousCat, if there is what I want to add one other question from what Andrew said is who's the biggest troublemaker in the four? Just want to.
Biggest troublemaker.
Let me guess before they answer. The biggest troublemaker out of the four. I'm gonna say John Hunt. Am I right? Fess up.
He can be.
He can be.
He does a good
but
job.
unintentionally.
Yeah.
Why is that though? Why is that? Andrew, what do you think?
Well,
I just get that vibe. I really do. I mean, it's a good vibe. Trust me. I'm right there along with him. So
well, I think that when we hang out, it's funny because like we'll be drinking or having barbecue and everything, and John will be out in the garage, right? Maybe they're grilling or whatever they're doing, and then Jeremy's like, "You want to go on a cruise?" I'm like, "Okay, let's go." And we start booking trips.
Oh, yeah, give me the credit card.
Yeah, and I'm like, "I need the Amex," and he's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna go on a trip." So we kind of like do that. So that might be could be a troublemaker because we book like the extravagant long.
But they're so
trips.
much fun. We plan a
Yes.
really damn good cruise.
We do, right? And we extended to the Key West. We were like, "Oh, let's go for another week." Okay.
That's awesome.
So
Well,
we were talking about who's the troublemaker. So Andrew thinks you.
that's why I thought that's why he left the three. Like, oh, it's just me, you know.
And I just said how we like to plan extravagant trips.
I am
when
a
we drink.
troublemaker, yes.
see, I knew, man. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. It's all good.
I am
Well-
certified. Yeah. The most troublemaker in HousCats. It might be Brian Richards, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I just want to.
She's
We love
sassy.
you, Brian. Yeah,
We
I'm
love
married.
you, Brian Richards. Let's go.
But hey, Brian, Rich, but talk about the people in the chat. So there's a lot of new viewers. Thank you so much. You guys brought a lot of good career. Hey, everybody. We're streaming every Monday 8:30. So all the spicy topics. But thank you for watching. So that's all fun right now. But I want to go to the next segment of the show. It's going to be more fun. We're in Sound Decision, who's in the backstage right now, has a lot of other questions for us that you can all share. So mostly a few things outside of Twitch, we call Beyond the Neighborhood. So this is everything not Twitch related, but more of social media, current events, things of that nature that we want to talk. And it always gets spicy depending on what the topic is. So we're gonna go to the next segment of the show. Go Birds, called Beyond the Neighborhood. All right, so welcome back,
Ooh.
DJ Pat. Right on time on your segment. What do you have store for us?
Your timing is impeccable. I just got in, went straight to the studio here, and yeah. Well, there's only one thing to talk about after yesterday's halftime performance. I think I want to talk about that. Incredible halftime show.
Well, before you said that though, you're incredible. It's just weird though, right? I got mixed reviews about it. Like I see a lot of posts saying this is the worst halftime show, but yeah, I get it. People are there for the music, but I think to your point, and I know you're gonna go to this, is like there are hidden messages there. Like if you listen enough and you actually follow what's happening in our country enough, you'll get them.
Exactly. This has got to be one of the most impactful performances by anyone. I mean, how can you miss this? How can you not see the messages? This guy is a Pulitzer Prize winner, and if you're 30 and below, I mean, some of us are over 30 here, but if you're 30 and below, you
Talk to
probably know
yourself.
this guy. Yeah, so the kids, our kids, my kids, they love it. It's an impactful performance. This guy has 82 million streams on Spotify every month, and we're not even counting the other platforms like Apple Music and all that. And the message is very clear. Last night, the message was sent. People are they're just not into that space. They don't care, and they see that, oh, I don't understand the rap. Well, not all of us will understand the rap. You got to do your research. You got to listen to the music over and over. And I think it's an opportunity for him to present himself. This is me. This is Kendrick Lamar, and this is what I do. And I have a Pulitzer Prize because of this. This album and this upcoming album is what's gonna help us. He's talking about the revolution
Yeah.
and the guy who was there, and it's obvious who he's talking about. I don't memorize the what he said, but there's a strong message there, and if you're not hearing it, then you I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the what he said there, right? And it's really funny that I think the orange head guy is the first president, who watched the Super Bowl, right? Right. So, uh, I think what that lyric said is gonna struck. So I'm gonna put in the chat. He said this is a revolution. And you picked the right time, but the wrong guy.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So yeah. So you can see here, DJ Pag gonna explain what this means.
Uh there's a lot of interpretations, but I think this basically when he sang Humble, this is like the American flag.
Mm.
And at some point during this performance, that flag was split into two, left and right, and that's the reflection of our society now. And
Mhm.
all the songs had messages. I everyone has to go online and read all these amazing articles that were written today. But you're missing out if you don't do your research. Try to rewatch, do your research, read about it. He did this for the culture. He did this for the black culture. It's a big Black history moment.
Yeah.
And if you're not paying attention, then you're probably MAGA, and you just care about one thing, and you care about yourself only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna ask everybody's opinion here. So I'm really apologize on the if there's somebody on the crowd's gonna get offended to some of these. Like what I said, this is us being passionate of what we stand for. So we're gonna say our piece. Wolf, I know you said yes. They're a big yes. So what's your take on that one?
Oh, Kendall Kamar is a lyrical genius. He's bringing us out of this auto-tune drab. I grew up in the Wu-Tang Clan. I grew up with like enunciation, like music. There's so many facets to music, yeah, and poetry, and they overlap beautifully. And they've been songs have been a type of protest since the very beginning. So I mean, it's in the spirit of all of that. Immediately, I knew what was going on. The jail yard in the middle of, yeah, you put a jail yard in the middle of the Super Bowl. Yes, exactly. That'll tell you something. It's um, lyrically, he's a lyrical genius. Kendall Kamar, if you're watching, 100%. That was homer.
Yeah.
Incredible performance. And
Great.
I watched it 4 times. I watched it 4 times already.
Andrew, what can you say about? It's funny about Samuel L. Jackson to be Uncle Sam.
Come on. I mean, no,
How
no
was that?
one's more, no one's. I mean, it was the perfect choice, I think, for this because, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point who you follow politically or what your views are. Everyone knows Samuel Jackson is a product of this country, and the movies that he's been in that have been so iconic. He's such an iconic black figure in media. I mean, yes, it was a no brainer right there to involve Samuel L. Jackson. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. Say, where's what is it? She snake that motherfucking snakes. I'm waiting for him to say that snakes on the plane. But that was actually a good touch, right? I know, Pat. When we talk about this, I think he's like, if you guys watch the movie Django Unchained, right? He's really representing Uncle Tom, which is it's a take of the giving up on your people or something like that, being Uncle Tom
Yeah,
there.
yeah, giving up the black culture and going to the other side. I
Did
mean,
you understand? Yeah.
he's also during that performance, he was also the Uncle Sam, the
Yeah.
guy who tells all of us what to do, what is right, what is too ghetto, what is not too ghetto, what do we no, I mean, that's what he was, the message is there. I mean, it's unbelievable. what's that, 40 acres and a mule, that
Yeah,
is
that's
a representation of the slavery era and what
that's
was being offered to our black people. So I don't want to keep harping on it, but it's more of, please, if you're missing out, if you can always rewatch the whole performance, and it's beautiful.
yeah, Dr. Snappy, you're a teacher, college students, right? So I mean, when you go to any of your class, when topics like this, right? Well, just LGBTQ plus or just the black, just the racial, discussion. Does it get heated? I mean, how does I mean, for these college students, what is that type of discussion happening?
I know that during the whole election, it did get some students got because of their different points of views. I know some girls, even black girls, Asian, they were just all over, right? And I like sometimes I had to intervene and I said, okay, if we cannot talk civil and be respectful of everybody's opinion, then we cannot have this conversation. Because I had to diffuse it because it was getting where they were raising their voice and then people were feeling intimidated and being bullied into believing one way when they might have not believed fully. And I had students come to me where their family was so far one way and they were being ostracized, I guess that's the right word, because they didn't fully believe what their family was believing. They didn't know how to handle it. And so, I just had a nice conversation, just say, hey, you know what? Everyone is here. Not everyone is like that. You don't have to be so far one way or the other, right? You can just be respectful. And I think that's what got lost. We used to be able to respect everyone's their point of view and being willing to learn more about it. And that's how I took it in my class. I know some professors may have went, no, vote, do this, do this, do this. And I think that we need to really let them make their own decision based on how they feel. And I kept it where it was a major even playing field, and they thanked me for that. They didn't feel like they had to be one way or the other, that it was okay.
Sounds good. Yep.
Good, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. What else do we have, DJ Pat? Oh, it's getting serious here. I'm not used to this, live here. But it is right to talk about it. I think we have the platform to say what we want to do, and that's where we're here for. Yep.
Yeah, that was just a work of art. I mean, also the bonus was the hit on Drake, actually. So I think he
Serena,
I love it. I thought it was
Serena
great.
was amazing. Serena, if she tried to do that at Wimbledon for her Olympic win and it didn't go well. This is her redemption moment. And
She was reclaiming it.
She did. She did reclaim it. And and mad respect to the creators for having her there.
I asked my 16-year-old son, my youngest, said, how was that? He said it was mid. Of course, mid. It's not, it's not. He said mid is just, if the language, mid is like just in between, right?
Can't satisfy these kids. These Gen Alpha kids.
But he loves Kendrick Lamar though, right? For him to say mid and that one, I don't fucking understand. What do you mean mid? Like, yeah, but
the Crip Walk is appealing to a lot of generations, so why not?
Yeah, it's just like his mom, high standards.
High.
Oh shit! Did I say something again so I can get booted out?
You did say something again.
Oh god,
it's on video. It's
I think us Northern girls call it just high maintenance. It's okay, and it's a good thing. It's okay.
And that too.
You're a girl, I get it.
Listen, if you want to re-listen and have proof of what Mr. Coops is saying, we're always on YouTube, right? We posted on YouTube. You can rewatch everything, all 29 episodes. I think we're on the 29th. So yeah, give us a follow on YouTube. The Guys Next Door Show, I think is our name there.
Yeah.
But let's on a lighter note. Let's talk about the celebrations down there in Broad Street.
Let's go about the fucking Eagles. so
Pretty.
Eagles, go Birds. Here's the thing. I hope that's not a Carson Wentz jersey, right? So yeah, I hope that's an AJ Brown jersey. Anyway. There we go. I have one. I knew it. I have one of those.
You're exposing us.
From
You're
2017.
exposing us. Oh no.
I have
We
one of
had
those.
these as props. We're Bengals fans. We're from Cincinnati. We're not
my
Eagles fans. We did
So
this for
Wentz is a prop. It's
Yeah.
a prop.
No,
you guys
any-
know that he's the backup quarterbacks of the Kansas City Chiefs.
No,
last night, right?
Kansas City can.
Listen, they are Cincinnati fans. I am just the wonderful, awesome New York
He's
Giants.
a Giants.
Oh, thank you so much for Saquon Barkley.
Oh my
Uh,
God. They're like a high school team right now.
But
They
I
need
gotta
a lot
say,
of help.
I gotta say though, I think Carson Wentz is the lucky charm, and Tom Brady for the Eagles, because both Super Bowls, Carson Wentz was a backup quarterback, right, from the Eagles, now from Kansas City, and Tom Brady was there on both. So, but going back to what you just saw, I think Andrew saying, "What the fuck is that?" That is an actual stoplight. I mean, a
Traffic.
traffic
I just want to
light.
know where they were going with it. I mean, where's it? But yeah, sure, you're carrying across the street. Where are you going with it? You
I
gonna take
think-
it home? I mean, I'd take it home, put it in my studio, but you know.
Philadelphia is the only city that actually destroyed their own city when they're celebrating, or even
No.
losing.
I lived in Denver for a long time. They did it with every one of their teams when they won. They would
there you
they
go.
would go flip over a car somewhere downtown and spray paint a bus every time.
Any Super Bowl team would do that. If you don't
Yeah.
do it, there's something wrong
Well,
with your
that traffic light pole, because they started greasing the poles in Philadelphia. It's a common term, grease the poles, because so people can go up.
Could you
They did
imagine
not-
if that's your job?
They
That's your
grease the
job.
poles.
What
Nobody
did
can get up.
you do today? I went out and greased the poles.
It's actually a grease the pole t-shirt to do that.
I would love that job. Oh my
How
If
do you
anyone's
even
watching,
uninstall that thing?
I would love
there
to
a
agree
bolt there?
All right, so Wolf, that's a different poll. Okay, so we're talking about.
it's not different.
Okay, I just want to make sure you talking about the same poll there, right? Okay, but
I wasn't. No, I'm not a fluffer. I was talking about working for North. It's
okay, all right, working for the city of Philadelphia. You just want to
Exactly.
make sure.
Well, in New Orleans, it's the 33rd anniversary of having to do that. They do it for Mardi Gras every year, and I've been there. I've been to New Orleans a lot. So, but they
You've tried to climb the poles.
All right. Who?
I didn't say anything.
What kind
Where
of grease
is
did they
this
use for the
going?
pole? You think?
What
What kind
is
of
this?
grease?
Yeah. Well, that's it. All right, next poll. No, next topic. Anything you want to see? On the lighter note, right? We talk about polls. Now we go to eggs. All right, and we show that there is now a shortage of eggs here in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
50 cents.
You know what?
You-
I
you
would
guys
pay.
can talk
I
over.
would pay whatever it costs to have a good Waffle House meal.
50 cents ain't bad at all, right?
Right? Screw that. I mean, if I'm getting it from Waffle House smothered and covered, you betcha.
Did you guys see this? The people in Costco just hoarding all the eggs because it's
That's like toilet paper,
They're selling
Yeah.
baggies.
Right.
right?
No, they're gonna sell it in baggies.
it's the cheapest place to get it. It's Costco. I think
They're
they're
gonna
limiting
sell them
it
on
now.
the side of the road or something.
I saw a guy like a cart, and he has like a whole cart filled with eggs. What does he do? He's a reseller on eggs. You see them on Etsy now.
That's great.
So why is that though? Why is that there's a shortage of eggs, right? Is there like a sickness going on to the chickens or something?
I think it was like a bird flu epidemic,
Yes.
right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is all over the country.
It's a combination of the bird flu plus the threats of tariffs and taxes and stuff like that.
It's
So
It's
the
a
marriage
perfect
of
time.
those two, just like the toilet paper
Yeah.
snafu that we had. 2
Oh
years ago.
God.
So waffle 50 cent charge of extra eggs. So there is this thing that I cook called leche flan, right? It's a flan, right? So it's a Filipino dessert, right? That dessert
eggs.
contains 12 eggs. You know how, and then Grace saying me, you know how much that gonna cost you now if you buy that? Because that whole small thing, one tray has 12 eggs in it.
If you go to Whole Foods, how much would the leche flan be?
Yeah, it's gonna be a $50.
Put it on credit.
You get points for Delta, right? Delta points on
Yeah,
Amex?
put it on your Amex.
Yeah.
And then make sure you get your flight miles, your sky miles. Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
flew first class because I bought a lot of eggs.
Oh my god. Bowls and eggs. Where do we get to? I hope this next one is something different. Do you have anything else on Beyond Neighborhood?
I'm done. I wanted to talk a lot. Well, which we did. We talked about everything that we were able to, especially the halftime show. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys for chiming in. I think we can go to the next segment.
Yeah, so okay, so we're gonna go to the next segment of the show. This used to be Gus's segment, but he's not here. Boo! I know, Andrew, you're looking forward to see Gus on.
I'm upset that I'm missing Gus, but I'll catch him later.
Yeah.
Gus changed my world with his stream. Well, I hope he does it again soon. But
Wait, which one did you watch though?
the last
latest?
one.
Oh,
Which one's the last
that
one?
was a good one. The last one.
Oh, you have not seen him wearing Ariel from Little Mermaid?
No.
Yet?
What?
No, you
With
have
the
not seen
spotlight and
that.
all that? Oh yeah.
Yes, Little Mermaid. What else did he? What
What
else did
hasn't he done?
Yeah, he done a lot, right? He
Yeah,
All I know is he's got a great costume budget.
Yeah.
he does. He does.
He doesn't use the same costume.
And the thing is, he still accumulates costumes even if he doesn't stream
I
regularly.
love that.
Where's he storing all these?
I don't know, like
So
different
bad.
wigs. Yeah, and you've seen the butt cam, right?
No, I love the camera angles. I mean, you can't quit Gus. Once you start, you can't quit it. So sell that in baggies with eggs. It'll be
You can
The
use
fun-
an egg redemption.
The funny thing is, the guys are more excited when Gus.
I
starts
guess I love
streaming.
you.
All right, well, go to the next question called "No Dumb Questions." All
And
right.
regardless of whatever the graphics say, there are dumb questions. I'm just saying this right now.
Look, like I said, it's time for no dumb question. There's no dumb question. Only the questions that were not asked are the dumb questions. So it's your time. It's our time for our favorite segment. This is where we throw out the wild, the weird, the wacky, and wait, should I even ask this kind of questions? Nothing is off limits here. And remember, like I said, there are no dumb questions, just hilarious, thought-provoking, and maybe even slightly controversial answers. So let's get into it. So before I ask, so this is the segment where we can ask the guest any question, including our co-host, and we're gonna go around and answer. All of us are gonna answer, right? All four of you are gonna answer this question, and we're gonna get it from the audience. But if you don't have anything on the audience,
Oh shit.
I have one. Before we go to Nutmeg and Spice, is our resident question asker. She's my daughter-in-law, so she always has these crazy questions. But I want to ask this one question first. I think this is for everybody. I want Andrew to answer this first. All right, here's the question. If you had to deliver one bold, unapologetic statement on stream that might piss off the right people, what would it be?
Who are the right people?
The right people who want to piss. Yeah.
Oh crap. I suppose if God. Shit. I suppose I'll just keep it simple. You want unapologetic, then fine. This is me. This is who I am. This is who I love. If you can't deal with it, fuck off.
Hey, I like that.
Very Andrew.
That works.
That's very you. I like
That's
that.
very We Dance as One.
That is very We Dance as One.
His kitty too.
Yeah. How about we're gonna start to the probably the
Go on the back first.
yeah, the one who had chatted a lot, hiding behind Snappy. Bones.
Where'd John go? Oh,
Jeez, I have no idea. I'm not very a wave maker. I'm the kind of try to keep the peace. I don't know. I would say anything that would be bold and how about I blocked you for a reason?
Ooh,
Original. I love
I'll
it.
accept that.
He's cute. Was it my turn?
Yes. I'm going
I would
last.
say GTFOMFer. Which is get the fuck out, motherfucker. Yeah.
I know that's why I'm
It's a
going
good
last.
question.
It is. It really is.
Perfect.
Because I'm always unapologetically myself.
That's right.
So, I mean, I'm kind of right there with Andrew with, hey, this is who the fuck I am. I'm not here to, change anyone's minds, but I'm just fucking me. So,
Hit that bitch with a bottle.
yeah. Oh, that is my favorite song. Hit that bitch with a bottle.
Well, who is that? Trina?
I think it's Misbehaving.
Misbehaving. Oh god,
That's a song from years ago.
We're showing our age.
Mama C in the chat knows what it is.
Well, I will just call you right out.
Yes, she went to New York.
Without even with a smile, I would call you right out. And then after that, I'll just be like, block, pretty much. I will let you know that I know exactly what you're doing and what you're saying. And I will just push you aside. I'm trying to be diplomatic. A little bit online, but yeah, I probably should tell you to get the fuck out. Did you mute yourself? Did we?
No, we're done.
Oh.
All four of us are done.
No, he's muted.
Mr. Coops lost his audio.
We
I
lost
don't know
your
why.
audio, Mr. Coops.
Yeah, but I don't have an answer to this question. If it's a stream, I'll just play music. I mean, I'll do one of my rapid, 60 songs in 90-minute kind of set, and just if it pisses people off, then so what? All right, Mr. Coops is still having issues. We can go to the next question if I can dig up what Nutmeg and Spice has asked us. Achi, if you can pull that up for us. That next question. There you go. I think I found it. There.
There.
If you won a Grammy for your music, what would be the one thing you would make sure to include in your speech? This is kind of like related to the first question. Anybody want to answer that?
I would seriously just say thank you to all 9 of the HousCats and say this is an amazing group of people and thank you. The future is bright ahead and let's get to work.
That's who you go with, your family, right? That's
right. You always go with the family. DJ Saturn, DJ Amix, Brian Richards, Dr. Snappy.
Chris.
It'll be DJ
Love
Chris,
Grove.
333, Love Grove. Yeah, all of them. Shout outs. We love you. And keep the grind going.
And the exit music starts playing.
Exactly.
You're being played off the stage.
Andrew, anything from you?
And
then we can switch back to the HousCats.
along the same lines, thank those who have helped get you where you are. Usually that is family, whether it be a direct family or family that you choose. And raise the award in celebration of everyone else who was involved. Everyone else who was nominated, who has inspired you, who has made you want to move forward in doing what you do. Those are the people. Yeah. Those are the people that you want to mention and thank them for having the energy to push you where you are.
Right. Anyone else want to answer the question?
Well, not Mr. Coops, that's for sure.
No, I think just piggyback on with Jonathan said, yeah, thank your close families, but also your community, because you wouldn't be where you were if it wasn't for the support. You know,
Mr.
like
Coops.
Andrew, Mr. Coops,
All,
HE,
Yeah.
JP,
Yeah.
you know, everyone that's in the
every
chat right now,
single one of you.
right? So we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for our support and networking. So, and that's like, I think a really important thing too. Being supportive, always being supportive and positive with everyone, especially of their successes. And sometimes that doesn't always happen, but you know, we have to be supportive of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mr. Coops, if you want, you can use your phone and switch over to a different device. You might be able to get in. But I would thank the other nominees, my co-nominees, because it's all the musicians
You
are the
guys hear me?
ones
Now we can
push.
hear you.
Yeah, co-musicians are the one pushing each other to be better every day. So I would definitely thank the other nominees for the award. Mr. Coops, you're back.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we can hear you. If you can hear us.
I can answer both questions.
Yeah.
It's the same. I'm not I'm a streamer, but here's mine. If my existence, my voice, or my community offends you, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
Well
There
said.
we go. There we go.
Yes. Family.
Hey, I have a serious question that I want to bring out today because I've been thinking about this. The question is, Warren Buffett is worth what, $147 billion, but he's 95 this year. Would you trade the time you have left with the time that he has left, including his net worth?
Well, I only have $1.47, so
But the question is time, right? It's
well, it depends on how quickly can you spend it.
it's finite. Time is finite. You'll never know when it's over. So whether you have the money or not, I think time is, you can't buy it, right?
Yeah, it's a loaded question. So basically, no, you do not trade, you do not make that deal because
Me.
the journey of life is more valuable than a short amount of luxury that would provide. Yeah, it sounds good, but really the spice of life is where you started and where you end and everything in between. I guarantee you, if you took that deal with Warren Buffett to trade the rest of his life with that endless means, that you would seriously not, you wouldn't respect it. When you get older, you have to reflect on what you've done in your life, and if you don't have that, then I mean, what are you doing? I mean, that's my take.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. I wouldn't, though. I think most of us wouldn't. I mean,
No.
would you? Do you think Warren Buffett would want would want more time in this world?
Yes.
Even if he didn't have that much money.
I don't think,
think-
he'd be a good streamer.
He is dry. Exactly.
I wouldn't watch that.
He would be so dry. Yeah. He could give tips on investing, but that's about it. I mean,
That's awesome. You guys still hear me, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
Somebody's trying to mute me because they can't stand me. No, I'm kidding.
Check,
Uh-oh.
and find out where your wife is.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
know.
where's Grace?
She said she's camera shy. She's listening. She's upstairs. Any other questions? There's one. Oh my God, that makes bias. What fictional universe would you want to DJ in?
Oof.
Not Megan.
I will start with Snappy on this one.
Yes.
Well, there's so many. I don't know if I want to go the vampire route or Marvel. I don't know. I think
Vampire like Twilight.
yeah, or but I like Anne Rice and that
Oh,
segment too. So
yeah.
I'm a big Anne Rice fan, but I think I would do Marvel for sure. Like, let me have some Thor. I would DJ for him, Chris Hemsworth.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All the Chris's.
Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, we probably would fight for
Yeah.
that. That's why I have a redemption of Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds.
Reynolds is mine.
No, I don't think so. See? But yeah, something like that would be my thing.
How about you, Jer Bear?
I mean, I wouldn't mind switching it up and doing like a Mad Max kind of like
That would be cool.
universe. Like, I mean, I think that'd be badass.
They have that Burning Man.
Yeah, I've got a friend who actually DJs a very similar situation at Burning Man every year, in a very
Yeah.
Mad Max Thunderdome kind of situation.
The closest you can get. Yeah.
What's up with Burning Man this season? Every time,
Every episode.
every
Yeah.
episode, Burning Man is coming up. Is that really a sign for us, Pat, to go to Burning Man?
It is
You know,
a sign.
No, don't. You know, my
Why
idea.
not? Why not?
My idea of roughing it is a hotel without room service.
Oh,
Please.
exactly.
I
Oh,
had a friend. I have a friend who goes out and has gone out every year for like the last 13, except for last year was her first year not. And I've had friends who said, "Well, we're going to rent an RV and go out, and we'll have the RV to shower." No, you're still going to get sand in every crevice of your body, and it's not going to come out, and that chafes.
Yeah,
Oh my
remember
God.
the mud in 2023?
Oh my God! Yes,
So,
the mud.
That's
And
the
it's
risk you take.
No, I'll pass. If I'm going to DJ somewhere, give me a Star Wars and I'll DJ on the Death Star. That'll be sort of cool. It's got a nice
That's cool.
view.
That's cool.
Give me someplace up high. I got a view, and then a little shuttle out of there before any war breaks out. I'll be fine.
And it's funny because why do I hear grace from you guys? That's exactly what she's gonna say. She said, if you can get me an RV, right, a really good one. There's still levels of RVs that she will do it. Yeah.
Grace, hold out for the best he can get, honey.
Don't do it.
Vernimal wants to go. I think Vernimal would love to go to Burning Man. Yeah.
Do you guys know the dust surcharge that these RV rental companies are throwing out? There's also that company, the lens rentals company that rents out cameras, and then they know the people who come from Burning Man and return the equipment. They know who they are, and they charge them like an arm and a leg for the cleaning. It's basically a destroyed camera as soon as you send it back. So dust, even if you have the RV, like Andrew said, dust is gonna be everywhere. Everywhere and anywhere.
You can't stay in it the whole time. You do have to get out. It'll be windy. It'll be dusty. It'll be sandy. And no. I'll watch everybody's YouTube videos afterwards, and I'll live vicariously through them there.
Mr. Buffett is out.
Yeah. Back to question. Bones. Who's your fictional character?
Oh my goodness. I hate fictional stuff.
No.
Fictional,
Same with me.
Fictional universe.
or yeah, I mean,
What would you play in?
I can answer that.
good.
Go ahead.
Marky. The lead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a biker gang.
Biker gang DJ right
Like
here.
old Jack Teller.
Talk
Be
about-
like, yeah, baby.
Talk about being versatile. Versatile.
He's very
So how about you, Wolf?
Probably Cyberpunk 2077. I'm also a gamer. There's something about like neon lights and like Neo Tokyo type stuff that's alluring. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, good one.
Jer Bear?
Mine would probably be. Wait, what's the question again?
Wait, did we not move on to the question?
Do we have a new question?
No.
Same question.
Same question. Pay attention, Jer Bear.
Well,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
he said fictional
I
character.
said. Oh, he said character. This said
That's
universe.
why. That said universe.
You would
That's
be
where.
in a Barbie mansion playhouse.
Oh, I was thinking Barbie.
I wouldn't be.
I'd play in the Barbie mansion too.
I mean, it would be cool.
Yes. Barbie is a camper.
Yeah, but she doesn't invite just anyone.
No. No.
Who would you invite?
Ken.
Wait. Just want to ask, why Jer Bear handle? You have a history
Oh,
of
why
that?
Care Bear?
Does it rhyme?
Well, it does rhyme, but I've been called that periodically in my life, just like a nickname,
Oh, okay.
without me like referencing it, like because it's like
Cultural.
well, yeah, like friends at home. We used to say Jer Bear, but then I'd hear like my husband was like Jer Bear, and I'm like you don't know that other people said that, so it just always was a common like nickname that no one like synced up on, and I was like, this is nuts. I'm choosing it. Like, we'll get it out.
So the reason I'm asking, actually, Grace beat me to it because Technocats episode about Care Bears. So they found out that I'm not fascinated about Care Bears. I know a lot about Care Bears growing
Me
up.
too.
So I thought you are one of the you want to be one of the Care Bears. I'm very embarrassed to know that. But
Follow-up
yeah.
question, Jer Bear. If you were a Care Bear, what would be
What-
on your chest?
Oh yeah! Ask Andrew.
It'd probably be something raunchy and dirty, like a leather harness or something.
Yes.
And if I could put a sticky floor and cigarette smell, that's what it would be.
You know that comes out in just Care Bears there.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Just
that's the bear I want to party with.
yeah, the cigarette smoke just comes from the stomach. Yeah, that's it. That's my shot.
Oh my God, Andrew, you're not gonna get away with this question. Oh, you said already, but Barbie Mansion. All right, you guys have a lot of fans on the chat. I'm surprised they're not asking this spicy question. This is your chance to ask these questions to these 4 or 5. Throw those questions out. No dumb question. Anything goes on this show. Anybody?
Yep. Throw it out there. No rules.
See, I say in my class, the dumb questions are the ones that are not asked.
Yep, exactly. Yep, there's no dumb questions.
Nope.
All right, I have one.
Trick on that though. I mean, to be honest with you, but whatever.
And we have mods in here, so if we don't like them, we can have you blocked. Put you in timeout for a little bit.
All right, I got a question.
Uh-oh.
This is let me put it in the chat. If somebody else still, asking. All right, but there's one from Mama C first, right? Let's just put that one. If you could switch places with any house cat for 24 hours, who would it be and why? Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Oh shit! I would love to be Dr. Snappy
Why?
because of her. She does the snappy. Like,
Can you do the snappy for us? Come on,
Oh.
let's do the snap.
Okay, you want to do it? Or
Yeah,
should we,
do it.
Should we all do it together?
I'll give her some.
All right, that's a-
Give her some.
Okay,
Play
okay,
the stick.
There's no music.
Hold on.
Where's
Oh my
hair and
God.
makeup?
I think I just started doing that, and I think it was Brian Richards says, "Oh, that's the snappy," and that it just took off from
That
there.
sounds like Brian Richards for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's like it sounds just like him.
Right, and snappy came because I'm Suzanne Napper, so they
So
would call
it's
him Napper or
Snapper.
Nappy, so it would be snappy.
Oh.
So that's where that came from.
All right, that's you all. Well, how about you, Snappy? Who do you want to be?
Who would I switch with?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Not house cat. We're gonna include Andrew here, so all 5 of you. So
Oh hell.
I don't know now. Andrew, I might want to see what you're doing
Yeah, I
all
would
in
switch it.
California.
I didn't know Andrew was a
Mhm.
choice. I changed mine from Snappy to Andrew.
We all want to be in Andrew's shoes.
I want to I'll switch with Jonathan just because I want to be a troublemaker.
and he left the screen again every time you say that.
No, I had to
No,
camera.
he's just
I had
the
to
camera.
start.
Every time you say troublemaker, who you wanted to.
I was trying to be dynamic.
That's good. All right, Jared Bear, how about you?
There we go. Now we're in the camera.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't mind switching it up with DJ Mix for a little bit though in Long Beach.
Because of his beats.
Yeah.
Did
So
you keep up?
I mean, well, he plays killer sets all the time, and
Amex is amazing.
I'm here for all of it. So yeah.
I mean, Saturn has a pretty cool setup too.
Oh yeah, Saturn
Oh, yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
And DJ Chris
Chris.
likes it dark and like he thinks he's still at the club back in the late 80s, 90s, and it's like you can't see him. And I'm
So
like,
how-
ooh, the black light and everything.
But I don't know.
How many are you guys on the HousCats?
We have 9.
We have 9 now.
9 for 9 lives.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's exactly
it.
right.
Well, I do have a question. It's a little bit spicy for you guys.
Okay.
Why did you pick Sunday for your raid train?
Oh shit! You want to know why we did that?
Because of Sassy Saturday.
Yes. Yes. We had to. We
We
wanted
were-
to do it on Saturday for the longest because it's better for all of our schedules, but we had to fit around our fucking people that we love to be a part of their community and which is the Sassy Saturday Squad.
Yeah.
But it's just
Mad respect for Andrew.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you all.
Yep,
Yeah,
Andrew and Brian.
yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
You
a
just-
Brian
yeah.
Richards and Andrew. Yeah.
I gotta say, you just hit NBHD though. I'm kidding.
Well, now that's a problem. That's why I told you, Mr. Coops, I will do the opening anytime. Because we don't start till like 12 or 1.
Hey.
Because Jonathan's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm going to open. And I'm like, I can open every Sunday.
We can always collab, and that's all.
We always collab. We did it a few times. You know, we connect the trains. We're no,
Yeah.
we don't care. I mean, for us, the more the better. You know, we do a lot of collabs also for other Sunday trains. So we join them. Actually, sometimes we do. Maybe with Sassy Saturday, we can do one big weekend.
Oh God.
I'm all in for
Oh, my
that.
God.
Let's put it together.
Yeah,
Put it
so
together.
you can put it all the way to Monday with CYC if you want.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
No,
connect
so-
the dots.
So cover
That's a vector
all
trade
day. So I mean, we're up for that. Just let us know.
Yeah.
All right. I see one question here is actually good. You see this for who's that? Savage Pride.
Savage Pride. Let's go, Steph.
What would you say is the biggest obstacle for newbies to the music industry? I'll get Bones here. Bones is the most serious of the group, so Bones could answer this.
It's probably just getting everything set up.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's a lot of money, or it can be. I guess it can be a lot of money. Depends on how you want to do it. But just trying to get everything set up, trying to figure out how to do everything. I mean, like OBS. I mean, YouTube is a huge help for me, and you know, obviously asking other people how they did certain things, and they would, you know, help us out. But I mean, really, just getting everything together, and then, you know, building your community. Because, you know, when we first went live, we had, you know, the 4 of us in there, or 5 of us, and that was it, you know, for a longest time. So just, you know, getting discouraged when you're not getting any new viewers and that kind of stuff. And, you know, just working through all that and networking and, you know, branching out and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Hey,
Yep.
DJ and the Knicks, how are
It's
you?
in the mix.
Yeah. So I mean, if you guys, I'm just gonna follow up on that. You know, you can answer as a group. If you guys could give an advice for new streamers trying to build a community like yours, what would it be?
Line yourself with positive people.
Right.
I think that's really important. People are going to be supportive of you with your successes and everything. So I
Yeah.
think that is really important. I mean, Andrew, when we first started, he's like, let's get a FaceTime, whatever you need, and you know, and we'll get it going. And I think that they've been extremely helpful. Brian Richards, I mean, Saturn, how did you do that? Or, you know, so and we're paying it forward with DJ Amex. He would ask questions, and we're like, get on the phone and help him with stuff, you know. So I think that when you surround yourself with positive people, it will just grow the family. And, you know, that's why I was super excited to be part of your group. And he asked, and I was like, yeah, I want to do it, you know. And I was like, you know, opening up, and I was like, wow, everyone was so welcoming. They didn't know me from Adam. And I'm like, this is awesome, you know. And I would, like Jeremy says, I'm me. I am I like to have a good time. I don't really ever drink. So in this rare, you'll see me doing a shot on the or drink a beer.
Not lately with your draft beer system.
Oh yeah, we have a kegerator because we're building a pool.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, so I like this IPA Damn Yankee, and that's been like, and I don't, like I said, I don't drink, so I'm like this all the time. So what you see in the stream, I'm like that all the time. They can tell you.
She is. 100%.
I mean, like he said, we both built our homes and moved in within a month of each other. So I was a month before. So when they pulled up the U-Haul, the first thing I said to them was about freaking time.
About damn time.
I was like, yeah. You know, so and then I came over with a bottle of Woodford, and I'm like, is this good? Because I don't drink, and we drank that whole bottle. Jeremy put Scotch tape on it, thinking that would
Like
stop
that was
us.
gonna keep us away. Scotch tape over the top of a Woodford bottle.
It's more me.
That's I like Woodford. Well, that is so awesome, guys. And like any other episode of The Guys Next Door, we can talk for hours and hours, but we're on that time. Thank you guys so much. We should do this again, right? As a group, you know, a meetup or something. NBHD, HousCats, you know, every community, the sassy community with Andrew. I love to meet all of you in person. Thank you so much for joining the show. And I know we all have 10 minutes, but I want you guys to promote each of your shows and the HouseCat. Everybody's watching right now. It's going to be in YouTube. Tell us what you're up to. What are your shows? Oh, who do you what's your what else are you got going on? Go ahead, HouseCats. Go and promote it.
So I'm streaming tomorrow evening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. like I did last Tuesday, rating into Brian Richards. So we're a little collaborating. And Sunday, we have all 9 of us starting at 12 o'clock every hour on the hour, all the way up. And Bones is closing down at that party at 8 p.m.
Caboose party. And
Oh, yeah.
It's the first time we've all been together on one train. You're about to see a poo-poo platter of
Yes.
HouseCat on Sunday. It starts at noon.
Yes, we're going to start noon
Eastern Standard.
Eastern Standard Time. So, and then I also stream on Saturdays from 1 to 3.
So somebody can still play the 9 to 10:30 for NBHD then.
Oh,
He can. He can do it. He can do
Well,
it.
yeah, whisper me. Yeah, I mean, how about your individual outside of your Sundays? Do you guys do like weekdays?
Yeah,
Go ahead, Bones.
I just started doing Wednesday and Friday. I haven't set a time yet, but that's still kind of undecided because I just switched it.
Okay.
So, yeah, Wednesday, Friday, I'll be going on individually.
How about you, Wolf?
yeah, I just do my Tuesday, Thursday craziness. It's like debauchery. I apologize for my streams, but it's yeah, it's a Tuesday, Thursday, noon Eastern Standard Time, and then I do the Sundays, of course.
Yeah, and I got to get. So I'm still just doing Sundays only right now with the HouseCats. So I'm looking to expand, do maybe another day or two throughout the week, but my job is extremely busy, and I just never have free time during the week. So
Yeah,
it gets hard, but it's still no excuse. Like if I'm passionate and I love it enough, I'm gonna find an hour or two somewhere in the week. So just be on the lookout for that.
I'm gonna bet you're the first one who's gonna do a 12-hour marathon.
Yes, that's what I'm. Yes,
I'd watch that.
You're gonna take me after that. I think you're the first one. I'm willing to bet for that. Well, if anybody wants to stream after, we can raid in. I mean, you guys are set up already. And if you want
shit, let's go.
Yeah. Seriously, if you guys want to go online, you know, we can raid in the whole crowd there. But if not, that's okay too. But thank you again, guys. It's only 2 hours. It went so fast. I really wish it could be longer. And thank you, Andrew.
My pleasure.
Friend.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. We cannot wait
Andrew,
to see all you on the streams.
My first raid train was
Mine too.
GYC, and
Yes, I
I'm
did that
telling
too.
So much love to you and the support and the knowledge that you've brought to us. Yeah, we are new, but we can be mighty. And we really appreciate you for the love and support that you've brought to the HouseCats.
My pleasure. You guys have added a lot to my life, and I really do appreciate it.
And Andrew, promote your show, promote your TYC. What do you got going on?
TYC still happens once a month, first Tuesday of the month. I'll drop. I gotta figure out where the Discord is. I can drop the link, or just whisper me in Twitch and get you on board. For me, throughout the week, we do a house show on Mondays called House Biscuits, 5 p.m. East, 2 p.m. West. Did that today, a couple hours of some new house stuff. Tuesdays is Be Kind Rewind, classic new wave from the 80s and 90s alternatives. And so that's Tuesday, 5 p.m. East, 2 p.m. West. Thursday is Yacht Rock. Yes, one of these days we'll bring it to
I want that.
NBHD.
Let's go.
I will
70s
love
and
that.
80s remix Yacht Rock on Thursdays, 5 p.m. East. All 80s on Friday at 8. And then, of course, Saturday we do the big thing with the entire Sassy Squad, which runs from about 1 in the afternoon until like 1 or 2 at night. So that'll be up on the socials. So thank you all. And thank you very much to the HousCats for being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
We
it-
appreciate
Thank
it.
you, guys.
thank you, guys. It's been an honor. It's quite a ride, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll all see you on the Twitch streets, as we say. See you on NBHD, and remember, NBHD is always there for everybody who's starting Twitch. We will help you, put you on the train. We could, get you introduced to a lot of other DJs. That's where we all here for, is for the music and the community, and we will keep doing it. We're not getting paid doing this, right? But we're having fun, right? So
But you can
this is
sponsor
fun.
us. Someone can sponsor us.
No, but you can buy. Yeah, you can sponsor. Yeah, if somebody's listening, you can sponsor the show. The Guys Next Door. We do this every single Monday. We're gonna do it until somebody ban us or about our political views or something. But we will keep doing this. And we are now on episode 4. We're shooting for another 25 episode this season. If my math is correct, probably that's around May, June time frame. And I'm hoping to get some of you on the who's on the chat on the show. Reach out to me and Sound Decisions if you want to tell your story on the show. You don't have to be a DJ. You don't have to be on Twitch. If you have a story to tell, the Guys Next Door is there.
This is
Thank
the place.
you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate HousCat.
Oh,
Thank you.
Have a
God.
good week,
Thank you.
everybody. Thank you so much. And we will be seeing you around Twitch. Thank you all. All right, cue in. Let's go. Stay.
I'll never compromise. Yo, I've tried 1,000 tries, and there be other guys. I'll never compromise, and now I realize I've tried 1,000 tries, and there be other guys. I've tried 1,000 tries. I've tried 1,000 tries.